For years, the town debated about a location for a new senior center. It went through several iterations, and as we know, several sites were considered. But finally, the town decided on a site right here in the heart of Falmouth on Main Street between the Gus Canty Community Center and the Falmouth Police Department. So behind me, behind this fence, is the project, and it's going well, and it's going under budget and on time. So let's talk to the folks in charge of this project and see how things are going. So Jim, as a volunteer chair of the building committee, you and the committee oversee the project and provide guidance and support to both the owner's project manager and the general contractor. But this isn't your first rodeo. You've been involved in both public and private building projects here in Falmouth for a very long time.
I have, Troy, and construction has been my life, and with my construction company over 37 years, we did a lot of projects. A municipal project is a little different than the residential projects that I did in the past, but really and truly, with a wood frame building like we're building right now, this is really a big construction project in a residential nature as far as it being wood frame. And so a lot of the principles are the same, and our building committee has a wealth of experience across the municipal construction area, and each one of our team members brings a different skill set to the table, but they are all industry professionals, and they are all able to read this plan and to review it and to pick it apart and to make sure it was just right.
The most educated building committee I've ever worked with, and I've been doing this for decades.
This is really a dream team. If
It's
you
a
had to
dream
pick a
team.
dream
It is a
team
dream team.
to oversee a public construction project, I mean, the folks on the committee with you have over 100 years of experience combined in public construction projects.
Between the alternate and the four men on the project that are all in construction in one way or another, one of them being an OPM, and Mrs. Nickerson is public procurement. I mean, you add that all together for a building committee, and you've got the perfect recipe for eyes and ears checking all of us that are checking everybody else.
Right.
So it's just a tremendous team that we have here.
And it was a good dynamic within the team as far as working together and working with the architect and working with Dan and his people. It went really smoothly, and everyone was really respectful of everyone else's opinion, and it just really gelled.
And when a vote was taken, we marched to the vote. We didn't get mad. We didn't take our balls and go home. Everybody honored the majority's decision the whole way through, and you're going to have one beautiful senior center when we're done. And we will have carried out the will of town meeting, done it within the time frame town meeting expected. The Board of Selectmen have given us some marching orders, and we've been honoring all of the Board of Selectmen's requests with regard to the relationship to the Gus Canty building and with regard to the site and making it gel between the police station and Gus Canty. So this is going to be really exciting. And as it goes, as the building rises, I want to caution your viewers, it's going to look goofy. All buildings look goofy. Don't have any judgment till the last piece of trim goes on, because everything looks a little different until the final piece of trim and the final painting is done. And then you're gonna drive by one day, it's gonna look like it's always been there, and you're gonna go, wow, they really did a nice job.
It's an exciting opportunity for the citizens of town to be actually having this going on Main Street, because they can go by on a daily basis and see progress. Once we get out of the ground, we're in foundation phase now, but once that building gets out of the ground and you begin to see it take shape, it'll be a great opportunity for people to see how this building comes together.
So you started in November, working closely with Jim Vieira and the building committee, and so tell us, Dan, where we're at right now.
So in November, we received bids in September. The town manager's office and the OPM and the designer thoroughly reviewed the bids. We selected our lowest responsible bidder, and it's a company called GVW out of East Boston. They've got a tremendous track record. The OPM and the designer have both worked with this firm in the past and had wonderful experience. GVW began construction in November. And we have a couple of important dates that we need to meet. One of the most important dates is to try and have complete access to the Governor Fuller Field by June 1st. I mean, we set this entire schedule up 2 years ago for that to occur, so that we could get the heavy construction done during the winter and spring months and have the least inconvenience to the residents of the town of Falmouth and the activities that they love to go to, one being the Common Escapes. So, let me just give you that.
So Jim, this is your hometown. What does it mean to you to be involved in this project as someone who's given back? I mean, you've been on the Conservation Commission and the Board of Health, and you've been involved in the senior center issue for a decade. What does it mean that you're part of this, and when the project gets finished, you'll really have a legacy?
You know, Troy, there have been 2 projects that have been really significant for me in my involvement with the town. And the first one was the purchasing Falmouth Country Club and the open space for the town. And I was on the finance committee then, and that was a really significant turning point for the town as far as recreation and open space. And then this opportunity came along to work on the senior center, and a different atmosphere, a different type of project, a long-term project as mentioned, and it's come with a lot of frustrations and a lot of fits and starts. But now that we're into construction and we can see the light at the end of the tunnel, it's beginning to get really exciting. And it'll be particularly rewarding for me to have a place that I can go by, like all of us will on a daily basis, and to see something in bricks and mortar that's really significant and will benefit a huge population in town.
Absolutely. And for you, Dan, your professional work is as an OPM, that stands for Owner's Project Manager. But really, a project like this must have particular significance for you. It's not your first senior center, but your work outside of your professional work is important too, because it gives you the perspective as a county commissioner and a former selectman. You understand how local government works and how important it is to share information with people and be transparent.
We pride ourselves that, and this committee has been great about it, there's no secrets. Everything is out in the open. We're excited about where we are. We don't have anything to hide. We encourage people to ask questions. We, during the design phase, implemented a lot of the things that people asked us to implement. Not all of them, but a lot of them. The committee would look at it and go, you know what, he's got a good point, boom. She's got a good point, boom. We put them in. From a professional standpoint, this is our sixth senior center. And we're excited about senior centers because when they open, and you come back a month after they're open, because we're here a couple of months after, and you see the smiles on the seniors' faces, because they're coming from a place that's, it's a meeting place, but it's not a happy place. They're gonna come to a place where they're gonna wake up in the morning and can't wait to get here, and they're gonna be stimulated with technology, stimulated with physical education, stimulated with the ability to cook in cooking classes, and all the things they can't sometimes do individually, but they can with groups. You're gonna see it here, and it's gonna be packed. You mark my words, the senior center is gonna be packed.
Tell us what's going on right now.
So right now, Troy, we are just about finished with the basement forming. We'll be pouring the remainder of the basement today. The building's designed such that a lot of the utilities are in the basement so that the entire upper 2 floors can be used for programmatic space. So once we get the basement done here and we frame the deck on it, it becomes a diaphragm, holds all the walls together. We'll be backfilling this entire area and continuing with construction of the foundation all the way over to the driveway between the police station and what will be the new senior center. So we'll be working on foundations for about another 4 weeks, and then you'll slowly start to see this rise out of the ground as a wood frame structure. One day you'll go by and go, whoa, where'd it come from? And it's pretty exciting.
And Jim, what's the overall schedule? I mean, so Dan said 4 weeks from now we'll start to see the actual structure come up, but when can we expect the seniors to be able to visit the senior center?
Well, I think we're looking at a 10 to 12 month building window. So we started in late November around Thanksgiving. So I think it's reasonable to expect that next December we'll have this building open.
Jim's not telling you the good things that the building committee are doing. So as the building is rising, there's still a lot of work for the building committee to do. There's IT that needs to be purchased. There's furniture that needs to be purchased. Furniture needs to be designed. All those are working right now with the building committee, beginning now, over the next few months as we start to rise out of the ground. They're working on finalizing the last bits of purchases after the building's done before we move in. So there's a lot of exciting things.
That's great. You know, I've been involved in public construction projects for the last 25 years, and rarely have I seen the kind of synergy between a building committee and a project manager. And it's largely due to the fact that these two gentlemen are not only dedicated, but experienced in building public buildings, being on time and under budget. So Falmouth is very fortunate to have Jim Vieira on the building committee, and very fortunate to have P3 Dan Pilata as its owner's project manager. We're in good hands here with these two fellas. I'm Falmouth Enterprise